With the new PS4 model, you can immediately
here we
enjoy
go.
exclusive entertainment experiences such as Uncharted 4 and PlayStation Vue, our cloud-based TV service.
Oh, that's the Slim. Okay.
And
So we've already seen
holiday
this.
season is just around the corner, with PlayStation VR launching next month, as well as
I'm
an
just doing
amazing
this to get my
lineup
reaction of
PS4
this of the
games,
Neo,
including The
because
Last
I know it's
Guardian,
going to be
Call
here.
of Duty Infinite Warfare, and Watch Dogs 2. The new PS4 model will be in most markets by September 15th for $299, representing a
£259.
tremendous value
That's not that bad.
For those who have yet to join the PS4 community, there's never been a better time.
I think I missed the beginning of this because my
PS4
internet just
games
decided to shit
continue
itself.
to deliver new experiences that redefine interactive entertainment, and developers
Come
are
on,
just
Neo,
hitting
please show
their
up.
stride, pushing the graphics, narrative, and gameplay farther on PS4 than ever before. PlayStation 4 has indeed been the grand canvas that we hoped it could be, supporting a tremendous variety of titles from AAA to smaller digital games, all tied together with the PlayStation Network and our unique approach to social play. We have returned to the combination of creative breadth and commercial success that made the early years of PlayStation so distinctive. It was always our intention to design the PlayStation 4 as a platform to stimulate and fuel future evolution. This vision of the future and the architecture that would enable it was designed into the product from the very beginning. However, we realize that for the very highly discriminating gamer, there is always a desire for advancement, and they want it in this generation.
Yep, come on, please.
As technology continues to evolve, bringing with it new ways to realize the aspirations of the gaming community, we're adjusting and accelerating our innovation cadence. One such technology we've focused on is display. Display technology offers so much potential if there is content to leverage what's now
Sony
possible
TV, okay.
regarding visual acuity, precision, and high-resolution imagery. With PlayStation 4, we're pretty much maxing out what 1080 TVs can do with most games. Gamers and developers alike are always hunting for ways to heighten their gameplay experiences, which is why we're excited about 4K and high dynamic range, or HDR.
Yeah.
4K can deliver a level of detail and visual precision that's unprecedented.
Yep, for a price of
HDR
you can't
contributes
afford
to
it.
enhancements in visual clarity, color, and luminance. It makes scenes far more realistic. At launch, PS4 Pro will become the #1 provider of high-resolution and HDR content. We will instantly have hundreds of hours of high-quality gaming experiences available in these exciting formats where you can truly see the difference. Now, to tell you more about the innovative technology behind the console, let me introduce PlayStation 4 lead system architect, Mark Cerny.
Come on, Marky boy. Give us the deets. Give us the deets on the PS4 Pro. I missed the beginning of this, by the way. That's why I'm just coming in right now.
When designing PlayStation 4, we had a vision of what gaming could become and created the necessary hardware to support it. We wanted a breadth of titles from AAA to indie, and so we made sure that PS4 was easy for developers to use. We believed in creating a frictionless experience for the gamer, and so we made sure to equip PS4 with a hard drive to shorten load times, as well as the required support for suspending and quickly resuming games and playing as you download them. With that hardware as a foundation, we were able to realize our vision.
What the fuck is this thing
As a
gonna look
result,
like?
a vibrant
Is it gonna be an alien spaceship?
PS4 Pro is not intended to blur the lines between console generations. Instead, the vision is to take the PS4 experience to extraordinary new levels. First and foremost, our goal is to deliver high-fidelity graphical experiences. With that in mind, we more than doubled the power of the GPU and adopted many new features from the AMD Polaris architecture, as well as several even beyond. A number of hardware innovations support efficient rendering for 4K displays, allowing titles on PS4 Pro to reach resolutions not thought to be possible on console in 2016. For those gamers and developers who put a premium...
I like how he kept saying more things that made it less impressive. Not possible. on consoles
We
in
understand
2016.
that continuity of experience is important to the PlayStation community. Existing games will play as you're accustomed to on PS4 Pro, and we're providing a number of mechanisms for easily transferring your game library and entitlements from the standard model to the new console. We're also equipping PS4 Pro with a 1 terabyte hard drive to ensure that you'll have plenty of space.
I'm going to put a bigger hard drive in it than that, Mark. I'm going to put
The
a...
result of all these improvements is a console that provides unparalleled experiences for the 4K TV owner. and truly
which I'm not
excellent
one of,
enhancements
so
for
I don't
users
care.
of HD TVs as well. We'll give you a detailed look at those aspects of PS4 Pro today, as well as show
Good.
how transformative high dynamic range is for gaming content and what the new console offers for VR.
What does it look like? What does it look like?
4K TV sets deliver an unprecedented level of detail. Today, we have as an industry been supporting 720p and 1080p HD TVs with 1 or 2 million pixels. 4K TVs provide a staggering 8 million pixels.
I didn't know 4K made the picture
Achievable visual
bigger.
depth and detail are extraordinary. Brute force rendering techniques can of course be used to support these displays, but they have unfortunate consequences for console cost and form factor. So with PS4 Pro, our strategy has instead been to foster streamlined rendering techniques that can take advantage of custom hardware. When coupled with best-of-breed temporal and spatial anti-aliasing algorithms, the results can be astonishing. The titles I'm about to show you are impressively close to realizing the complete potential of 4K displays. These scenes were reported in real time from PS Pro hardware and are playing
PS Pro?
on a 4K projector.
Oh, I like
For
that.
those of you watching this from home, after the show, we'll be making the footage available in 4K on video on demand so that you'll be able to better appreciate the quality of the imagery we are showing today. These first images are from Marvel's Spider-Man game, developed by Insomniac and announced at E3 this year. The detail of the city is incredible. Minute features such as the pedestrians in the distance.
So this is on
even
PS4
blurs
Pro.
on an HD TV set, but here they are crisp characters. As for Spider-Man himself, the texture of the suit is
Now bear in mind I'm watching this on medium quality. That looks okay. It doesn't look that great though.
Here is For Honor from Ubisoft, running on the new console. What we look for in games, the intensity and authenticity of experience, has never been more apparent. What you may find
Yeah, the
surprising
quality
is that
really does
the
not come
models
through
and
on this,
textures being used
but that's my
here,
internet's
be it
fault.
for the environment or for these two historic warriors, are in fact the exact same ones that were created for the standard PS4. The difference is in the high rendering resolution that PS4 Pro can support. It is simply transformative. Long vistas and high-resolution geometry, as seen here in Deus Ex: Mankind Divided from Eidos, also highlight the power of the console and capabilities of 4K displays. The extreme level of detail visible in the game environments and characters, such as augmented hero Adam Jensen, brings a greater intensity and welcome.
So this is at 4K, so this is technically the PS4 Pro playing this at 4K. Because if that's 4K and it's playing it like that, that's pretty
sense of
impressive.
reality can also heighten the level of emotional immersion, here bringing us closer to Lara Croft's unique combination of toughness and vulnerability. With Rise of the Tomb Raider, Crystal Dynamics has taken
Fucking Twitch chat, oh my god.
to all aspects of the game, whether it be Lara's hair, face, clothes through weapons, or the shaders, geometry, and special effects that give the environment solidity and realism.
Yeah.
This is truly a showcase of how PS4 Pro can transform gaming.
It looks okay from
Next
480p.
up are some scenes from Watch Dogs 2. I'll just let them speak for themselves.
So yeah, not watching this in 4K or any kind of high resolution makes this completely pointless. You know, what I'm looking for in the Neo isn't its 4K capability, it's how high of a frame rate can you run this game at, you know? how far of a draw distance can this game have? I don't care about 4K. I mean, I'm not going to have a 4K TV for years, so 4K is beyond me at this point. I don't care. I just want games to run the best and graphically look the best, not really 4K. But this is good for people that have 4K TVs. All 8 of you. I'm just kidding. I know 4K is way more popular than that.
Finally, I'd like to show you some environments from Killing Floor 2. We know that diversity of gaming experiences is key to the appeal of PlayStation. Consequently, we've kept the simple programming model of PS4 intact, allowing smaller teams such as Tripwire to bring their titles to PS4 Pro and the new world of high-resolution displays. High dynamic range, or HDR for short, is without a doubt the most exciting advance in TV technology in the last decade. The world in which we live has an enormous range of luminosity, from dark nights to brilliant skies. Human vision has evolved to make the most of it, as well as to perceive a very broad range of colors. Unfortunately, the display devices that almost all of us use today, I'll just call them conventional TVs, fail pretty dramatically at representing this range of luminosity, and also can display only a fraction of the colors that the eye can see. HDR TVs do much, much better. Now for me, the really exciting part of this is that although games need to use different algorithms when rendering for HDR displays, typically involving deeper MRTs and tweaked tone mapping, supporting HDR does not require radical increases in processing power like 4K does. It's mostly a matter of connecting an HDR-capable device, such as PS4 Pro, to an HDR-capable display. To give you a feeling for the HDR difference, here's a picture of a San Francisco sunset. This is actually being shown to you using HDR TVs, but we are restricting the image quality to roughly what a conventional display can represent.
Even on this, that TV looks really fucking
but
good.
Here it is instead, using the full power of HDR. The difference is amazing.
It made
HDR
it brighter.
is very new technology. Standards are still in flux, and game creators are definitely still figuring out how to best take advantage of the displays. We will not expect all developers to initially support HDR.
It is just the brightness that's
But
changed.
for those that do, well, let me just give you a glimpse or two.
Give me a glimpse, Marky boy. Days
Here
Gone.
is Days Gone from Sony's Bend studio, once again restricted to what a conventional TV can display.
Mm-hmm.
So this is utilizing all the detail of 4K, but the luminosity and color are quite similar to what was shown at E3. I'm going to turn on HDR now and show you what changes. Whatever it is that your eye expects to see to convince
Has he
you
done
that
it yet?
something is real, HDR is supplying that. The colors in the clothes, the brightness of the sun, these all represent...
Have you done it yet, Mark? I can't tell.
...never experienced in a game.
Nothing has changed.
Daytime scenes are great for showcasing HDR, but nighttime scenes show its potential as well.
Nothing's happening.
Here, the Freaker Horde has come out to feed. Luckily, crafting is a big part of Days Gone, and
Is it?
Deacon has managed to assemble a few Molotov cocktails.
This game looks really fucking cool. Jesus Christ.
Those who played Naughty Dog's Uncharted 4 may remember this interactive chase scene.
I
You're
do
now
indeed.
seeing it at much higher resolution and in HDR, which makes it even
Not on my
more
screen, I'm not, Mark.
Part of why
You
HDR
liar!
improves so much with HDR is that it's possible to have key areas of the screen, such as these explosions, that are dozens of times brighter than what a conventional TV can display.
So I have a feeling that with the PS4 Pro you're going to be missing out on a lot if you don't have a really, really expensive
This is
TV.
Fetch, the hero in Infamous Light from Sucker Punch. Fetch is a superhero who can harness the power of...
I forgot this game even came out, and I own it.
Something that would show off HDR well? You'd be right.
I can't tell the difference, Mark. I don't have an HDR TV. I can't see what you're showing
We
me.
believe that the potential of HDR is incredible.
I bet it
But you
is.
don't need a 4K TV or an HDR TV to experience the benefits of PS4 Pro.
Thank
The
fuck.
game knows what sort of display the console is hooked up to, and consequently developers are free to tailor the experience to best fit the type of TV being used. So if you connect PS4 Pro to an HD TV,
Which I will.
here's some of what you'll see. First up is a comparison of standard model and PS4
I missed it.
graphics
Fuck.
on Paragon. Epic Games has chosen to increase the quality of the graphics in a great number of ways. Enhanced visual effects, procedural ground cover, higher scene complexity, greater texture fidelity, dynamic reflections, and more. Warner Brothers is supporting HD TVs on Shadow of Mordor with a number of different modes. Here you can see how super sampling anti-aliasing is used to bring the detail of the high-resolution imagery over to a 1080p display.
So are they just downsampling it pretty much? That makes sense.
This is For Honor from Ubisoft again, this time playing on an HD TV. You can see how the extra power of the new console is used to boost the visual density of the scenes, and also to bring much of the impressive richness of the 4K graphics over to lower resolution displays. So you may have noticed that several of these titles, including Paragon, Infamous First Light,
I didn't notice that much of a
are
difference.
titles that have already
But then again, I've never played any of those
That's another
games, so...
aspect of the PS4 Pro experience. A number of games that you already own may have been patched to play better on the console.
I fucking
We're
hope so.
referring to this upgrading of your library as forward compatibility. Patches for over a half dozen first-party titles are in the works, as well as quite a few from our third-party partners.
Good.
Finally, I'd like to show you how PS4 Pro works with the PSVR headset. We are very proud of the breakthrough experiences that the headset provides with the standard model. With PS4 Pro, the developers can choose to increase the crispness of the VR scenes, make special effects richer, or to offer higher frame rates, making your VR experiences even more immersive. For Farpoint, Impulse Gear chose to focus on the detail and reality of the scenes. They have roughly doubled the rendered pixel count from that of the standard model, allowing them to breathe further life into their virtual universe.
Okay.
With PS4 Pro, we aim to provide developers with the tools and technologies.
But what does it look like, Mr. Cerny?
One developer that's truly
Show
embraced the
me.
potential of the new console. is
Show me the
Farpoint.
console.
Let's take a look at some never-before-seen gameplay from the highly anticipated Horizon Zero Dawn, which showcases what can be achieved on both.
I don't care about this game at all. Everybody else does, but I don't give a fuck.
Thank you.
But what does the console look like? Or do they not have it in production yet? So I'm going to talk over this because I don't give a shit about Horizon Zero Dawn, but basically, yes, what he's just said is that there's the different modes that the PlayStation 4 Pro can be in, which is 4K mode, HDR mode, or HD TV mode, and it kind of switches its main goal between each. So for HD TV mode, which is what I'd be using, it just goes for make the games graphically look better, which is good. I mean, this game looks good, but I'm just not excited for it. It's just... But I am interested to see if they actually show off the console. I mean, you'd think so, but maybe not. Or maybe just give us a tidbit or something. Because to be fair, they have done kind of console announcements in the past and not shown us the console. Because there was the PlayStation meeting back in like February 2013 when they announced the PS4 officially, and I think they showed off the controller, but that was about it. So maybe we won't see the actual console itself here, but these are some good details. It really just solidifies what we already kind of knew, but it's good to have it set in stone. Also, a price is going to be very fucking interesting for this thing. Because... I mean, I don't know how much they can really charge for it. I mean, how much is PlayStation VR? PlayStation VR is like $350. So... And of course it buffers, but I don't care. So... $600 for PlayStation 4 Pro, I'm guessing. $500-600. It has to be in that kind of range. I'm assuming. If it's more than that, then, well, we'll go from there, but I'm just gonna guess like 600. What the fuck is this game even? Like, holy shit. It's a good thing it buffers during this. Yep, the internet's just dying. He didn't even kill it. Also, I have a very funny feeling that that game won't look that good. We've been fucked over too much in the past to believe anything anymore. So what are they going to talk about now? Are they going to keep on with the PS4 Pro or... Ooh.
Thanks very much, Mark, and thank you, Guerrilla Games. PS4 Pro will bring about a transformation in the way that gamers experience their favorite titles.
Come on, give it to me, Andrew.
At the same time, we're working hard to ensure that PS4 remains a single, unified community.
Yeah.
The same discs and downloads will run on both the standard model and PS4 Pro. But they will play in multiple ways. In addition to support for the standard model, we're asking our publishing and development partners to consider how they can best support PS4 Pro on 4K TVs and also on HD TVs with each and every title. One great example of this transformation will be with the launch of Call of Duty.
Oh,
to share with you how Call of Duty is driving the new level of gaming experience on PS4 Pro, please welcome Activision CTO Andy Hendrickson.
Whatever you say, Andrew House. Whatever you say. Fucking Call of Duty. God. Yeah, buffer there, that's a good time. Come on. His microphone's not on. Oh, this is so appropriate. Oh, his microphone's not on. His microphone's not turned on. There we go.
Activision, our talented studio teams, it's
holy fuck.
To talk about our future with PlayStation 4 Pro.
Well done.
There's nothing else like Call of Duty.
Yeah, there really isn't.
That visceral feeling that you are starring in your own epic action experience.
I honestly can't stand Call of Duty anymore. I used to like it, but it's just so fucking dumb now.
Players and immerse them in a stunning and lifelike world. Our developers couldn't be more excited about what PS4 Pro has to offer. With its greater memory bandwidth and enhanced GPU, we can now deliver richer textures and 4K graphics on top of our trademark 60 frame a second gameplay. I'm proud to share that this fall, Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered will support...
I'm looking forward to that though. But that's just because it is a game that I know is good. Hopefully they decide to sell it separately. I'd be surprised if they don't. Come on, stop buffering for fuck's sakes. Who the hell is this guy?
I'm Aaron Flynn. Across EA right now, developers are combining the power of Frostbite with the power of PS4 Pro.
Oh, this will be
to bring even
Battlefield,
more
won't it?
amazing visuals and gameplay to our players. This year, both FIFA 17 and Battlefield 1 will support the new console. And early next year, we'll be bringing Mass Effect Andromeda to PS4 Pro. Yeah, thanks. Mass Effect Andromeda is going to take you to a whole new galaxy, and playing that experience on PS4 Pro is going to be incredible. You'll be totally immersed in Andromeda, discovering all new alien worlds brought to life with sharper graphics and high dynamic range.
Sure. So that's the thing,
We're also
actually.
able to create more lifelike characters. which will
People
continue
were
to
wondering
provide
if the
experience with
PS4
best
Pro
stories you can play.
was going to be released
take a
this
peek
year
at
or
how
next
Mass
year,
Effect
but
Andromeda
since they're
looks
talking
and
about, you know,
plays on
it'll be
PlayStation
supported at launch
Here we find Ryder who's
for, you know,
companion
these games that are
leap
coming out in a
those
couple of
lower levels
months, it
of
has to be this year.
Please enjoy.
I also don't care about Mass Effect, so bleh. Looks good, I suppose. Looks good. Still want to know a price and what it's going to look like. That is the main things. It's probably going to be at the end of the conference.
Right in our way.
Watch your step, okay?
No sunlight, no water. They should all be dead. The source of the system lockdown may yield more information. We appear to be close. It made a new path. More remnant.
Remember, they don't turn nasty unless you get too close.
Oh my god. Why? Why? Every time. It just keeps getting worse. So that's the thing as well. With the PS4 Pro, it will be interesting to see if they're doing any revisions to the controller. Because with the Xbox One, you get the Xbox Elite controller, which has, you know, better texture and it's got extra buttons and shit on the back of it. I'd be very interested in a PS4 equivalent, because let's be honest, the PS4 controller has terrible build quality. It's a good controller, but the build quality is atrocious. You know, the fucking sticks that disintegrate. And I've personally gone through about 4 PS4 controllers with all the exact same problem of the L2 button, just the L2 trigger just like snaps. Just the one little hinge snaps and therefore it just gets stuck and you can't push it up. That's happened on 4 different controllers. It must just be the way I'm using it, but and I can see that the internet down there has disconnected again. What is going on today? It must know I'm trying to find out all the juicy details, and it's like, no you fucking won't. No you fucking won't. Come on. Netflix, another thing I don't care about.
A new Netflix app will be available for PS4 Pro at launch, and by the end of the year, 600 hours of 4K content will be available on Netflix.
Oh, because it's 4K,
including
it's Netflix,
Narcos
that makes
Season
sense.
2, which recently premiered, and Luke Cage, premiering September 30th. Both of these titles will support 4K and HDR. In addition, YouTube, which is already among the largest sources of 4K content anywhere, is developing an app for PS4 Pro that will support 4K content.
Good.
We believe the potential of HDR is incredible and that it will transform gaming and entertainment in a manner that we haven't seen since the transition from standard to high-definition video. Which
Possibly.
is why every PlayStation 4, back to the very first console sold in 2013, will be HDR capable via a firmware upgrade next week.
You cheeky bastard.
Thank you. Higher dynamic range
was there all
means more
along.
realism, more visual beauty, and the broadest spectrum of colors ever realized on a console. With the proper display, all 40 million PS4 users can join the HDR revolution.
Not
At
if you don't have an
PlayStation, we're
HDR TV.
clear in our mission to make the gamer the center
Which is most
of our
people.
universe. We're steadfast in our commitment to be the best place to play. And we believe
That's
this
true.
current PS4 game development cycle is just hitting its stride. Some of the best games are still yet to come. So please take a look.
Farewell, my love. We'll be together soon. Take heed,
Spider-Man.
sweet love.
Days Gone.
Never be alone. I'm watching from
Call
the
of Duty.
heavens to keep you safe.
Lara Croft. For Honor. Oh, Dishonored 2. Deus Ex. Fucking god damn it. Skyrim Remastered. Horizon Zero Dawn. Killing Floor. Middle-earth. Final Fantasy 15. And that one game I don't know the name of. Watch Dogs 2. And, oh, what the hell was the name of that? I can't remember. And Mass Effect, I think, as well.
PlayStation.
That is PlayStation. What does it look like? What does it look like?
Our vision is to present a clear choice to the gamer.
Mm-hmm.
We want to deliver the best games to our current gamers. We want to invite new members to join our community. We want to offer an option for those that want to heighten their gaming experience.
Which is me.
So tonight, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the new PlayStation 4 lineup.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the new... What the fuck is that? Oh no! It's just a PlayStation 4 Slim, but it's got 3 bits on it!
November the 10th, 2016, priced at $399.
What? 350 quid? I was thinking 600. Well, I guess I'm buying one then. I'm not too sure about the look though.
For both PS4 Pro
It's just
and
another
the new
layer.
Slim
Oh,
PS4,
God.
value propositions are clear, and the choice
God.
ultimately remains with gamers.
The price is
We
is
invite
really
you
good
to
though.
Experience PS4 Pro for yourselves next door after the show.
That price is
Thank
really
you
good though.
everyone for your
350.
time and for joining us today. Thanks very much.
I was expecting like 600 or something. That's 350. That's fucking great. That's only 100 more than the fucking Slim. But it is just a PS4 Slim with an extra fucking layer on top. Oh, I'm not sure what I think about that. Oh god. I suppose it looks good, maybe? It's just a fucking sandwich. Yeah. Woo. That is something. The price is surprising. The price, honestly, that shocked me. 350. 350 is really fucking good, but the look is something you're gonna have to get used to. I'm surprised they made it look the same as the Slim. 3 layers. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'll buy one. I'm gonna fucking buy one. What did he say? November 10th? I think. Oh well, I know what I'm buying. Christ. That is such a good price though, 350. Jesus, I mean, considering the fact that when the PS4 came out, I spent like 430 on it, but that was the big bundle edition. 350 is a good fucking price though for that. That is not bad. But that look, it looks more like a fucking server or something. Oh well. That's your lot. I think it's gonna take me a while to get my full opinion on how it looks. It looks okay. I mean, I seen a lot of people thinking that the PS4 Slim was like the ugliest thing ever, and it clearly was a cheaper version but I was not expecting the PS4 Pro to just be a slightly bigger version with an extra layer on top. But, I mean... well, I think that's that. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna buy one. But that look... good God. Good God! Okay, I think that's everything, guys. Sorry that the stream glitched around so much. I'll try to edit some of that out as much as I can. But that's, that's, yeah. I just saw somebody in the fucking Twitch chat write $400 for a doorstop.
So Herman, I think
PlayStation blog. We just saw a
Fuck's
lot
sakes.
of big news coming
Alright.
out of PlayStation tonight.
Well, that's all.
In the PlayStation Theater in Times Square, New York. Lots.